Hi, Alexander. So we're doing this broadcast in English.
Yeah. It's kind of new endeavor.
Yes, yeah. Well, let's do it. Let's dive right in. We wanted to talk about what we do, what kind of what kind of sessions we do, and then we also do retreats with psychedelics, in particular with the psilocybin mushrooms. So we just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Why we do all of this? Who is this for? What things can people achieve in when they go and take our sessions and when they visit our retreats? So let's start from the basics. Why do people need to work with their subconscious mind and then dive deep into that level? And what is subconscious and why do we need to pay attention to that?
Uh, no, actually, subconscious mind, it's a very uh, broad, wide area which is kind of like being explored by people, and there is no limits for this exploration. And it's like I said, it's very wide and deep area, and this is the area where all the things what determining our life, our behavior, our relationship with people, with the world, with money, with everything. This is where we have all those settings and let's say programs are uh, written, and subconscious mind is actually determining all kind of behaviors. Let's put it this way. And in order to make this change on behavioral level, to make any changes on behavioral level without working on this software, it's literally impossible, because
Mm-hmm.
those things are written and set it up so deep in our subconscious mind that we even don't realize it with our conscious mind. And it's every one of us get to the point in the life when we just make the decision, oh, I never gonna do this again, and just of a sudden some situation put us in a position when we just uh, acted the same way what we already many times said to ourselves we're never gonna do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And those deep emotions what are hidden in there, they just pop up, and we just going by those emotions or by any other things what motivate us to do this certain things this certain way. And like I said, that conscious mind, which is kind of like working with 3 to 5 operation per second, cannot even track what's going on this deep level where we have million operations in second, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know?
I know that scientists they estimate that up to 97% of how we behave and our
Mhm,
actions they come
mhm,
from our subconscious. We don't even have
yeah,
time to control consciously what we're doing, what we're
mhm,
saying, how we're behaving. It just comes subconsciously. So we just operate on these programs that were put into our head, into our subconscious from the very early childhood, and we don't even realize, but that's how we work. That's how we operate. And one of the good examples of the programs actually that we carry in our subconscious is the language that we speak. So when we speak it, like we don't even think what word we're gonna use next. It just comes automatic subconsciously. So that's actually one of the programs that we carry in our subconscious. So just I thought that it's a very interesting fact. And also I know that a lot of people they know something with their logical mind, with their mind. That, for example, I talked to a person yesterday. He said, I know that I should be happy because I have everything that a person can hope for, but I just don't feel happy.
mhm,
So just because we realize something, just like you said, with our mind, and we should feel certain way, does not mean that that's how we will behave, or we will when the situation comes, or we should be feeling. So yeah, so that's why it's so important to work with the subconscious.
Yeah, and just speaking of this satisfaction and not being satisfied with some achievements, there is a big role uh, uh, playing the values and beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
our internal values and beliefs, and those are also uh, hide, uh, hiding deep inside of our subconscious mind, and we even don't do not realize at the moment what is kind of motivating us and what is moving us to do it this way or another way. And then this is the big area what we are working on with this values and beliefs. And very often when we're not satisfied with some achievements, because we just kind of accept somebody's value and make it our own, but it's not kind of correlate with our core values. And once
Mm-hmm.
we achieve this kind of goal based on this somebody's values, and it comes in contradiction with our core beliefs, and this is why people don't have this satisfaction in achieving some goals, because we might kind of see someone wants to have the good car or big home, and once we get it and get to the point, yes, I have it now, but where is the happiness?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Can you say that metaphor with when a person sees his neighbor driving a Ferrari? I think it's
yeah,
perfectly
yeah,
describes
yeah,
when
yeah,
we adopt somebody else's values and we think that that's what I need to be happy, but it,
yeah,
it might be not. So can you
yeah,
share that?
yeah, yeah, and yeah, like I have one metaphor which would highlight this point that for example, we see our neighbor who drives new Ferrari, and he's happy, and we just see this happiness. We think, oh, I need this red Ferrari, new Ferrari, just to feel this happiness like he. So we basically just reading his state of happiness, and we just link it to driving this new car. And when we buy this new car and jump in and driving it, and for some reason I feel that it's kind of like hard on suspension and so on, and kind of like this. And I don't really like driving this car, but I basically just read this state of happiness and link and engage it with what he was doing. But in my case, for example, it might be just I might get the same state of happiness just going fishing or going hiking in the mountains or in the wood, and this will give me this kind of happiness. And this is how we actually accepting somebody's values, like entering it to some what other people doing, but we want to get this happiness what they achieve through doing their things. But in my case, it's going to be totally different things. And just this example just highlight how we can adapt somebody's values, which is or goals, which is not ours. And once we working hard on achieving those goals and getting to this, it makes and getting to this goal, we don't get this happiness state, and this is where the frustration and other dissatisfaction coming from. Do you
Was it?
hear this noise?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's an airplane taking off somewhere.
It's by you?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. I think we'll probably can't cut it off. Um, Alex, so a lot of people they come and they say, I don't know whether I adopted somebody else's values or I don't know what my values are.
Mhm.
I'm lost. Like I don't know how to find that what brings me that state of being at peace, at like that serenity. Um, what can you recommend? Like if people are so lost in somebody else's external programming, in this external noise,
Yeah,
and they just don't know where to start, what
yeah,
would
and
you recommend?
yeah, and definitely the good start is going to be just to sign up for some for the program with to work with subconscious mind. It might be hypnotherapy, it might be NLP sessions, it might be combination of both, and start with at this point to figure out that's when we what is hypnotherapy or NLP? It's something what put people in trance state. It's some kind of like meditation. There is many different states, trance state like this. Many different tools what can put someone in this state, and this is how we getting connected to our subconscious mind, and just uh, with a therapist, with a guide who can walk the person through the session in their subconscious mind territory, let's put it this way, uh, can help people to find what their actual core values are and
Mm-hmm.
how to achieve them.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why people need help with that it's like when we go in this trance state, it's kind of like being in a maze. And the guide, the person who is walking you through this, he is on the top of this maze, and and the person sees
Just the
the,
walls of the.
yeah, the being in the maze, we see just the walls and we don't know where to go, where
Yeah.
the exit is. And the therapist, he actually just like being outside of this maze. He sees it from the top and walk the person through this maze, how to get to where and find these hidden values and hidden treasures in our subconscious mind and how to get to them. This metaphor just kind of like highlighting why we need someone to help us to find, because being going deep in the subconscious mind, we just getting inside the maze.
Right, right. And I just want to say that a lot of people, some people, they get concerned when we say trance-like state. What is it like, right? They don't have a good understanding that
Mhm.
we actually throughout the day we find ourselves in that state many times. Like for
Mhm.
example, when we drive the car, sometimes I'm sure everybody experienced that when we sit in the car and then we find ourselves in the destination and we don't even realize how we got there
Yeah.
because we were in this trance-like state the entire time we drove there.
Mhm.
Or, for example, when we watch a movie and then we're so deep into the movie and the character and the what's happening there that we kind of don't hear anybody around us. We don't see things moving around us. We're also in that trance-like state. So it's a natural state to a person and it's nothing to be concerned about. So we
Yeah.
just like we go into this trance-like state, and then, like you said, we as a guides, we help the person. We don't go together with him into that maze, but we see it from above, so we can
Mhm.
guide the person in his subconscious, like, and find those solutions and exits where his
Mhm.
mind is kind of stuck. So that's a great metaphor.
Mhm.
So what about then retreats? What
Well,
is it?
let me just say one more thing before we
Yeah.
go. further. That and some people might ask the question, what are the difference between this kind of therapy and treatment and traditional psych like uh,
Psychoanalytical sessions with
yeah,
a counselor.
analytical session like classic psychoanalysis.
Hmm.
And the difference is that on classic psychoanalysis, we don't use the subconscious mind. It's usually being done on this shallow level of our conscious mind, and we're not going deep inside and find those actual motivation and emotions and all that stuff what kind of pushing us into this direction or another. So and this is my this is kind of like briefly uh, what the why to do this kind of therapy than the classical psychoanalysis, you know.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, and going further, once uh, uh, very often when people going through some hardship in their life, and it's very common for people who was in a combat or was in some situation where uh, people were abused on a very deep subconscious level. That our subconscious mind has some kind of like fuses, and if pain is so severe and so big that even our subconscious mind doesn't let us go uh, that deep to do not feel this pain. And at this level, at this point, there's uh, there is a tools what can help to go there without like feeling that big pain, and this is psychedelic uh, uh, therapy.
Hmm.
And this type of treatment already is being used by medical institutions when working with PTSD and stuff like that, where people cannot go into this pain, and subconscious just don't let people go in the subconscious mind, don't let people go in a regular session. So, and psychedelics actually helping us to go that deep and see what the root cause of the problem and how to solve it on a soft level. So how this soft level, these deep hidden emotions, some psychotrauma, or people call it many different ways, but how to get into that situation and work it out from within.
Hmm. So, I know that there's been ton of research for people with PTSD, in particular with resistant depression and with addictions. And the results were pretty promising for these groups of people when they were given psychedelic assisted therapy.
Mhm.
So, so you, Alexandra, you do this kind of work.
Yeah.
Where do you offer this sessions or this ceremonies, or what do you want to call them, this retreat?
Yeah,
And what does it look like? If you just can describe, is it like few days? Is it what? Just what does it look like?
yeah. The we host our retreats in the places where it's 100% legal. So it's this is the main principle. And one of the places where we host those retreats, it's Jamaica. And the whole treatment takes usually uh, 5 days. Uh, it can be more if it's needed. And during these sessions, uh, I work with the people while they in this deep subconscious state uh, with the help of psychedelics. And this kind of treatment, it's nothing new. It's been used in the 70s before those
Restrictions were put on these substances?
yeah, before
Yeah.
before restrictions were put, and there it was a lot of techniques, and actually the a lot of NLP techniques were developed with help of psychedelics. It was in our retreats we are use all natural stuff. It's psychedelic mushrooms, naturally grown, and it's something from the nature, you know.
So you hold them in Jamaica, and it's about five, sometimes couple more days. So let's say
Yeah,
five
yeah.
to 5 days.
Usually it's 7 to 10 days with 5 days treatment. Let's put it this way.
Okay, okay. And
So
then so
the actual treatment it's 5 days with sessions with all kind of integrations and applying all kind of techniques, all kind of other uh, instruments and stuff like that. And the main techniques what I'm using it's kind of called like spiritual NLP, and it was developed by Caner and Tamara Andres. So it's kind of like my favorite tools what I'm using and what I'm working with.
nice. So 5 days of treatments, meaning 5 days of taking the psilocybin mushrooms. And
It can be 4 to 5. The
okay.
fifth day is usually for integration, and some most of the cases, the fifth 4 days of treatment on psychedelics, it's more than enough. And the
Mhm.
fifth day, we just kind of going over and already the main job is done, and we just kind of wrapping it all together and integrating it.
Okay. So 4 to 5 days, then I'm just like trying to make sure that people understand what it looks like. So 4 or 5 days of taking psychedelic mushrooms, and then during those days, you also use your techniques. One of them is the spiritual NLP, like that you mentioned, and you have other tools that you use as a to help people navigate in their subconscious.
Mhm.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, yeah. And beside this, I'm using all kind of different massages. It's visceral massage when we apply some pressure on the stomach area, and actually we working on the whole body.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because
Interesting.
a lot of things uh, because when people have some deep hidden emotions, you during the sessions with applying, for example, if someone couldn't speak up for themselves, there's a lot of tension gonna be over here
Mm,
in this area, and just working with people on with NLP techniques and stuff like that. I also uh, apply the pressure on some certain points on the body just to highlight those emotions and bring them up. You know.
I think we'll make another video on emotions and how we store all of our emotions in our body. Like you said, when the person could not speak up all of his life because it was dangerous, let's say for him or her,
Mhm,
then
mhm.
it's stored somewhere here, or I know that a lot of times it's in your
A lot of
throat.
yeah,
All right, so I think we're gonna do another video on that, how our body stores these types
mhm,
of emotions. But
yeah,
what you're saying is that you're also helping to release those emotions
yeah,
during these days.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because the main point of all therapy, first of all, is to relieve the emotions,
Mm-hmm.
because they kind of like being held in the soul and in the body through those kind of tensions in the muscles and other areas. They create some blocks, physical blocks, what prevent people from making some certain actions, and this these emotions are being emotions on emotional level. They kind of project on the physical body with those um, physical tension in the
Mm-hmm.
muscles in the body, and this is uh, kind of like psychosomatic. This is it explains how and why it's happened, because when we have the emotional block, it's over the time it start appearing in some area in the physical body.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Let's quickly touch base on why do people need to work with their subconscious mind and with the stuck emotions that they are stuck in our body. What happens if a person ignores that and just like plows through it, like I'm tough, I can handle it.
Uh-huh.
And like what happens when we ignore this?
Hmm. Yeah, when we ignore this deep emotional, let's call it trauma. Over the time, this trauma, it's like a magnet. It starts kind of like attracting the situation, attracting the people, just to make it. It's basically there is some mechanism in our mind which create the situation, so we finally realize that we have this problem, and it's kind of like creating this situation in surrounding world with surrounding people, just for us to realize that we have this problem and pay attention to it, and until uh,
So we are attracting this similar situations
yeah,
just so we realize that. That's what you're saying.
yeah,
We don't
yeah, yeah,
even not we might not even know why we're always in the same
yeah,
situations.
yeah,
Let's say relationships, like we get rid of one partner that was abusive, for example,
yeah,
and then we get into another loop of the same. So we
yeah,
attract because of what we store
yeah.
inside. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly, and this is how our subconscious mind or our soul works. It's actually just once we have this unsolved issue inside, it's just making it bigger and bigger, so we start seeing it, and finally just pay attention, go there and work with this. If we keep ignoring it, it start converting on a physical level in some kind of disorders and diseases, and this is what psychosomatic is kind of studying and working with. But to do not get it to that level, to do not bring it to this level when we start having these problems on the physical in the physical body, we we need to go there and work with them like while they small. We gotta kill them while they small.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Because I do this also for work, is I've met some people that had very serious illnesses, for example, cancer. And this person, when we were talking, she said exactly that. She's like, I now, looking back, know that my body was giving me these signals. My mind was giving me signals.
Yeah,
This needs to get resolved. And I was ignoring it. And she's like, she's convinced that because of that she developed this cancer. So that's why it's very important when you have small signals that your body is giving you that something needs to be addressed, or your mind is giving you that something needs to be addressed, not to ignore that, but like you said, kill it while it's small and manageable.
unmanageable, exactly.
Yeah.
Before it's become irreversible.
Hmm. Awesome.
And speaking of cancer, the study was made in Germany by Dr. Uh, Reichhammer
Yeah, yeah.
in 80s.
Mhm.
He actually was working with cancer, and he after his research, what he also did on himself. Uh, because he went through the cancer situation on his own when him and his wife suddenly lost his son, and as a result of this research, he came up with a concept of they call it the New German Medicine,
Mhm.
and this is where he described how this uh, cancer states are started and being developed. He didn't use the subconscious uh, techniques and the methods, and even on just understanding the principles, even on a conscious level, he was able to help himself and
Mhm.
his patients.
Mhm. That's just fabulous. All right. What if people are interested in finding out more about sessions or about your retreat in Jamaica, where they can find that?
It's we have right now all the I have a YouTube channel, but it's all in Russian, and right now we just starting with this video. We expanding it on English-speaking people, and it's gonna be on channel, YouTube channel, Voice of Archangel, and same website, voiceofarchangel.org. Uh, all the information is going to be uh, available there.
I think we can also leave some links under this video, Alex,
Yeah. Mhm.
to for people to contact you, and then if they
Mhm.
have more, if
Yep.
they have questions or for some additional information. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Think it was a good start, and then we'll continue this series in English. Why it is important to work with your subconscious, what happens if you don't work with your emotions that are blocked and that are in your body, and all kinds of other very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex, for your time.
And also just put your questions, and on the future video we're gonna answer all the questions what we're gonna get from you.
Oh, nice. So put questions under this video, and then
Yeah,
we will
in
make
the
new
comments.
videos answering
Yeah,
them.
yeah, in the comments, and we'll get back with another podcast where we're gonna answer all the questions what you're gonna ask.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, and I'll
Yeah.
see you
And
next time.
thank you, Norman, for your time and for this participation, for your participation.
Okay. See you next time. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.